Hi guys, Wayne's Butler here. Oh god, you have no idea what we've been through today. This is like my third take. First unboxing didn't turn out very well. I had trouble with the mod, I had trouble with the goggles on. No, I didn't break them, so we'll get that out right now, thankfully. But this is like my third attempt, so this is my last time I'm going to try it tonight. Hopefully it'll turn out. But anyways, I got the figure, got it from Sammy Detail, 220 shipped. Shipped it Thursday, arrived today. Very happy. Opened the box up. Pulled the figure out. Very happy with it. I mean, it's a little tiny. I mean, like I've said before, I'm just kind of getting back into 1/6, so I mean, a little bit of an adjustment needs to take place. Then I paused the camera, and then I went on to put the goggles on. I was going to do that on camera. I had some ideas and stuff that I wanted to show. It didn't turn out very well. It just spiraled out of control. So like I said, I redid it. I just went to upload it and I realized that for whatever reason that it didn't record only part of it. So I don't know if this camera's screwed. So anyways, we'll reveal the figure here. Let me make sure it's still recording. Yeah, it appears to be. So anyways, there's the figure. Now we'll talk about what I went through with the goggles. Let's see if we can get a zoom up here. Let's see, maybe about, oh, I don't know why it stopped recording before. Still going. So anyways, here's the figure. Let's get into it again. God guys, I'm so tired. Should actually wait to do this, but I want to get this out of the way. So we'll start at the top. You're putting these goggles on. I watched a number of reviews, like I did with the Bane. I watched everybody's review probably a number of times, but the review that kind of stood out in mine was the one that I watched last night. His name's Mark Thomas. He's from the Ungrown Ups channel. He does a lot of videos for the Ultimate Collectors. Anyways, he put a review out last night on SELINA Kyle, which he did an excellent job. His name's Mark Thomas. Ungrown Ups channel or the Ultimate Collectors channel. Make sure you sub to him, or at least go and check his SELINA Kyle review out. He did an excellent job. But what I liked particularly about that review was the poses at the end. He used that dynamic stand, or the post, the clear post and the clamp, and he had different poses. And I just loved what he'd done with it. It really gave me a lot of ideas with that new dynamic stand that Hot Toys is coming out with. So I might actually buy that because I want to do, when I was first thinking about this figure, I wanted to hopefully be able to do some, you know, some Bruce Lee poses. And yeah, I'm still recording. And so yeah, we're going to use that in the future. So let's start at the top here, what we ran into. Now as far as these goggles go, after watching all the reviews, the community's probably split 50-50. Some people said slide it over the top, don't dare wrap it around, you know what I mean? Or and then the other 50 said snap it around the back. Well, what I did is with these things, just talk about these really quick, they're magnifying lenses. I know a lot of you guys with painting head sculpts and stuff probably have these, but for you guys getting into this hobby, get a set of these, $30 at any hobby shop. It's easier when working on small stuff. So what I did is I basically took took this string here, and I basically tied it, made it a ponytail. Pulled the hair back, did a ponytail, tried doing the sliding over thing first, and I kept pushing the hair down, and I wasn't going to settle for anything less than what it is now. So then I thought, okay, we'll do it the way Hot Toys tells us to do first. So I wrap it around, and I know what you mean, you can't get the peg in now. What I ended up doing, because that was still, to me, was the best way of, because you capture all this hair when you're wrapping the goggles around. And once I got it in there, the peg, like the ball over top of the hole, wearing the magnification, I get in there with my little screwdriver and I just pushed that ball into the hole, and I snapped it in there, and I was able to get the hair really nice. And you damp it down a little bit so it's, you know, it's not so flyaway. And no, I didn't break the glasses, but I'm not moving them. Flip them up, they are really stiff if you just kind of work it a little bit at a time. And why I didn't break them boggles my mind. I actually dropped the figure at one point with the goggles on. I'm thinking, okay, that's it. They didn't break. So I mean, horseshoe up my bum today, I suppose. But so anyways, we got the goggles on. It looks great. You know, it's got a bit of the carbon fiber up here around the lenses. Really like that idea. Hot Toys really getting really good with the carbon fiber. The glasses are done very movie accurate. Then we get down, well, even we'll talk about the hair itself. It's rooted hair, but the problem with rooted hair, it's all the same scale. I mean, human hair, you know, starts off kind of fine here. You get kind of that peach fuzz along this hairline, which is what Hot Toys try to paint that in there. And they did a good job. I mean, standing back here looking at it, you know, it has that widow's peak, which is, you know, what you want to see. And it's pretty good job. And it comes around the back, and, you know, around the ears. And like I say, it turned out good. Goggles are nice. The other thing about the hair, two things. One, it's the wrong color. It should be a brown, auburn type color. I mean, you look at any daylight shots of Selina Kyle, and it's clearly not black. You know, sometimes it's dark in the shadows, so I don't know what pictures Hot Toys was looking at when they were deciding what hair color it should be. And it's too long. I've actually cut it, took a pair of these. Again, I was going to show all that. I just went in here, and you have to be careful. It should, like I say, it should be up here, but it was down around the belt here, and it was really kind of uneven, so I just kind of evened the hair out a little bit. And you can actually see along the side here where Hot Toys actually shades the hair down, you know, so it does thin out. You know, I was going to cut it up here, but it would just get thick, and then I'd have to shave it down. I'm just worried that I would do a hack job, so I'm not, you know, the hair is a little bit too long, but I'm completely fine with it, and I'm completely fine with the black. You know, it does have highlights, it does have kind of brown highlights, but again, it's the wrong color. And then you get into the sculpt. Sculpt's very nice. Now, I know a lot of guys are talking about, well, it looks very doll-like. Well, I think, in my opinion, the reason why it's doll-like is, one, it has that doll stare. You know what I mean? It has that doll stare and skin texture. Now, the problem with creating female figures in 1/6 scale, I mean, most young women, not everyone, but most young women usually start out with foundation. Now, what foundation does, as we all know, it evens everything out. It gets rid of all that coloration, you know what I mean? It creates a, you know, foundation for their makeup. So you're going to lose a lot of that detail that we've come to love on male figures, where you get the freckling and the wrinkling and stuff. So most female figures are all going to look doll-like if they're young. I mean, unless they do a Margaret Thatcher figure, which, you know, you get your wrinkles there. So I think you're always kind of going to get that. And the other thing too, why I think it looks doll-like, the same with the Black Widow figures, is it's expressionless. If it had a bit of, she had a bit of a smile, so you have some laugh lines here a little bit, you know what I mean? And maybe it's not peers, but if you had the eyes turning to one side, again, to create a bit of life, I mean, I think it would probably look a little bit better as far as a female figure goes, or a female head sculpt. But I mean, we have to take what Hot Toys has given us here. The skin tone's perfect. I mean, he's got the rosy cheeks. I mean, it's very well. I mean, it does look, I understand the whole Barbie thing, but again, like I said, guys, it's a female, young female figure, and it's almost impossible to get away from that. And like I said, Hot Toys did an excellent, excellent job. Now, with the goggles off, does it look like Anne Hathaway? Yes. Most people would probably say it looked like Anne Hathaway, but you know, I can't really think of a scenario where you're not going to pose this figure with the goggles off. So, to each his own. So that's the goggles. You know, lipstick's done. The other thing too is the head sculpt. See the head sculpt split right here. Now, the problem is, not so much in this figure because it's a little bit smaller, but when you get into like the Man of Steel, or just all the male figures now, what they're coming up with is that split below the ear, which we don't like. Now, the problem Hot Toys has had previously is they had an issue with long skinny necks. You know, where the neck would go up inside the head sculpt a lot better, so you could cut that out and it wouldn't look so bad. But they're making fatter and shorter necks, so you can't have it go up inside, so it basically is just kind of even with the bottom of the jawline here. So in turn, you pretty well have to have that to hide the peg. If you cut that out of there, you're going to see the peg. So I'm not particularly a fan of it, but I would rather have that than a long skinny neck. And so again, Hot Toys did an excellent job there. The articulation on this figure is almost as close to a Spider-Man figure. Not quite, because you get a bit of restriction up here, but I'm happy with the fact that it has, nothing's really restricted. Like I said, it's in here a little bit and around the waist a little bit. And goggles are movie accurate, so you get down into the suit. I really like the texture of the suit. I like the tactility of it, you know what I mean? It's very movie accurate. It has a working zipper. You know, it has all the wrinkles in all the right places, but you guys know when we go to articulate, you know, it goes slow and you move the suit around as you're moving the arm around. Then she has these great gloves. Like, everything is to scale really close. Same as the boots here. The material is really thin. It's really to scale. And then you have the gloves. They come off, go on and off really easy, and they've got to be the smallest. You know, Hot Toys gives us some spare ones, but man, they got to be the smallest pegs I've ever seen. And so that's the arm. So you get down into the suit here. Now there's a couple things going on with the suit. I know some of us saying that the boobs are too big. Well, I'm a straight heterosexual male. When it comes to the size of a woman's breast, you're not going to get any arguments from me. You know, no arguments here. I mean, all I can say looking at this is, you know, good for you, Ann. Good for you. But the other issue with the suit is this white undersuit, which I'm not a big fan of, and none of us are. Right here, it looks like she's got granny panties, which is not a very desirable look. Again, it's at the back of the figure, but still, granny panties for sure. If they were to thong this out, I'm not trying to be funny here, but if you were to cut that white undersuit just up so the seam is underneath that belt, and then come down here and create a thong so, you know, the suit kind of still stays down, you get rid of all that material there and you might get a butt cheek, you know what I mean? And on the back pod it will look really good. And I think the thong style of cut would actually be hidden inside the crack of the bum. I know, I'm not going there, guys. I'm tired, I'm wore out. I just want to get through this and give you the best information that I know anyways on this figure. So you get down to the belt, it's all loose, good for posing. I guess if you want to take it off, you're going to have to break that glue joint. I know some people have taken the suit off, and actually some people have taken the white undersuit off. If anyone has any pictures of what that looks like, I would really like to see them. Same as cutting. If I was going to cut the suit and I still had to keep it on, I'd probably cut around the boobs, so you can pull the zipper down and have the puppies coming out. My buddy Dean. And then we get into the gun here. Standard Hot Toys gun, no detail on it at all. It's pitch black, but it has a spring slide and it has the clip that comes out with the exposable bullets. And you get down into this area here. There's not really much of a camel toe. Sorry, guys, got a bit of a cold. In that area, again, it's because of the suit. I'm not a big fan of the crotch grabber, but what are you going to do? I mean, you have to take what Hot Toys gives us. I mean, you can make custom stuff, but I've never been a fan of it, never will be. You get down into the thigh highs here. Like I was saying with the gloves, there's no restriction in these at all. You think there would be, but the material is very thin. Ankles are really well done. The boots, I love the design of the boots. I love the design of the heel. I like where they got the, you know, the hunting knife serrations in there, which you got dagged up against the wall. The detail on it is really well done. Wrinkles are all where they're supposed to be. And then we get down into the stand. It's a little underwhelming. I mean, they did a good job on the water droplets and the bat symbol and stuff, but I mean, I think we could have got something a little bit more. I mean, the Bane stand is, you know, from a concept standpoint, is probably a little better than this. I mean, but, you know, for me, for 220 bucks shipped to my front door in 3 days, I'm not really going to complain about anything here, really, because I'm not. I mean, overall, I'm very happy with the figure. Very happy with the figure. And so then we get down into the hands. It has two hands for the bat pod. Two closed fists, open palm on the figure, pistol gripping hand, pistol we talked about. What else did we leave in? We talked about the hair, the butt, the belt, the crotch, the boobs. I think we've pretty well covered everything. Oh, I'm so disappointed, guys. I had so many things planned for this video. I wanted to give you guys something good. I wanted to try and give that camera a bit of a workout, but it really didn't turn out. But I mean, I'm really happy with the figure. It's going to be a poser's dream. Like I was saying earlier, I'm thinking of getting that dynamic stand for it. But you guys have already gotten the figure. I'm sure a lot of guys out there who are going to get it have already got it and love it. I mean, everybody told me I would love the figure when I get it, and you're right, I do. Very happy with it. I like actually I like it a little bit more than what I was prepared for. Blown away, yeah, I'm blown away. But I knew what I was getting. I knew exactly what I was getting. I watched so many videos, and I watched them on my TV, which a lot of times I can't leave comments. And like I said when I did the unboxing, that if you were here, I'm so used to seeing SELINA Kyle, you know, that big. So when I got the figure, my first reaction when I opened the box was it was really tiny, but I am kind of getting used to it here. Am I still rolling? Oh, please say I am. Yeah, it looks like it. 15 minutes, so. And I know what I wanted to do, guys. I wanted to go mobile with this. See what we can get as far as sharpness for just future vids. I want to see what my limitations are. I know Emery likes the close-ups, so let's just see. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's get steady here, guys. Sorry about that. Let's just do some experiments. Let's see how I get that right in here with the eyes. See if I can close up. Nice. Well, it's sharp in the viewfinder. I know I was tripped up by that with my other camera, so we're still recording. Let's see if we can focus. Come on. Okay, don't waste your time, Curtis. Let's see if we can get in here with a suit. You guys can let me know. I mean, I'm so scared now to upload videos because you never know what you're going to get. I mean, yet you watch it on your camera, it looks really sharp, and by the time it hits YouTube, it's all blurry. Very frustrating. I'm going to show you the stand a little bit. I know you've seen all this before, but this is just my opinion on it, guys. See both ears there. The front hair looks good. Tight across the top. Actually, you guys, I'm sure when you pull in the hair back, you can actually see how it's rooted. Just looks kind of freaky, but wasn't what I was actually expecting. But anyways, guys, still recording. Just wiped it. I actually took off work early today to do this video. This video should have been uploaded and done already, but I don't know what time of night it is now. But anyways, let's finish off with the last look here at Catwoman. That's the angle right there. I know Dean wants the butt out. I did try that pose, Dean. We will be doing that later, but like I just said, I'm so wiped out. I just wanted to get this video up and my opinion out, and I, you know, trying to give you the best job I can. So that's pretty well it. If you guys are out there, you're still watching, love you. Wayne's Butler signing off. Peace and love to all.